Hello everyone, this is Killenberg. Today I'm going to be reviewing the HBO documentary Andre the Giant. For those that don't know, Rene Roussimoff, sorry if I mispronounced that, was a French professional wrestler, better known by his ring name Andre the Giant. He was born on May 19, 1946, and he passed away on January 27, 1993. He also played Fezzik the Giant in The Princess Bride. Now, this documentary was released on April 10th, 2018. HBO actually claims this is their most watched sports documentary in history. I'm going to be honest with you, this documentary is sad. See, like most documentaries, it talks about, his childhood. It even talks about his early days in the wrestling industry, and they even showed footage of when he was a young man. Yeah, they go through his career as most documentaries do like this. And it was pretty cool seeing like old footage. There's other people that showed up in this, such as Vince McMahon himself, Hulk Hogan, Pat Patterson, Tim White, Ric Flair, Dave Meltzer for some reason, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Billy Crystal, and of course his family. There was also this historian named David Shoemaker. He kept saying WWF, and as you probably guessed, the F was censored out. Andre got his name because he was 7'4". The reason he was that tall is he had a disease called acromegaly. They actually talk about this in this documentary. But why I say it's sad, it turns out he had a lot of issues, and that was because of his size. On a plane, he took up 2 seats, and they actually showed a picture of that. He had a problem with hotel rooms, because a lot of times the beds weren't big enough. On the airplanes, he couldn't fit in the bathroom. When he was in airports, people would talk bad about him and make fun of him. Apparently he was a sensitive guy, and that really hurt his feelings. Apparently he even wished that he was a regular-sized person. He even said that he wished he could go 1 day a week as a normal-sized person. And I think it's horrible he was treated that way. A lot of people probably already know this, but he was a nice guy. That's actually a very well-known fact about him. But yeah, they talk more about wrestling, and as you probably guessed, they talked about the iconic rivalry between him and Hogan. Well, speaking of Hogan, when they were talking about the airport thing, Hogan made a good point. He said, these people don't even know this guy. And of course they talk about Hogan beating him at WrestleMania 3. Unfortunately, it gets sad again. His health started to decline. Actually, it was starting to happen before that match, but it got worse after. He could barely walk. And they even showed him at WrestleMania 4. They also showed matches in between then, where he would actually have to grab the rope to keep his balance. And then of course they talk about when he went back to his hometown because of his dad getting sick, and his dad ended up dying. For those that don't know, not long after that he ended up passing away in a hotel room. We actually hear audio from news reports of him dying. They showed Vince McMahon, and you could tell he was about to cry. It was weird seeing Vince McMahon almost crying. Yeah, you could see in his eyes he was about to cry, and after a little bit he even started to sniffle. So yeah, I thought this was a good documentary. I know I said it was sad, but the reality is, Andre had a sad life. He's someone that was unfortunate to have a disease like this. He's not alone in this, though. Another wrestler named Maurice Tillett also had this disease. His version made him look like an ogre, actually. But 2 more people are more likely to hear about is The Big Show and The Great Khali. The Big Show had surgery to get it stopped, though. I don't know about The Great Khali. I don't really know if that was available when Andre was alive. I know he did refuse treatment, but I think that's because he knew he was going to die. Alright, I hope you enjoyed my review of Andre the Giant. I'll see you guys again soon.